What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a new fantasy booking show. A new fantasy booking on WrestleMania 39. It's about 6 weeks away. So, I fantasy booked this last week. So, here we go. Hope you enjoy it. I think I should count how many matches I booked for the 2-night event. Before it was 2 nights, I was always booking just 1 night, 1 show. But now I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 12 or 13 matches I got booked. So here we go. Night number 1, WrestleMania night 1. Austin Theory in a non-title match. Whoever's the champions, I fantasy book them as the champions. So here we go. Night number 1. Fantasy booking, WrestleMania 39. Sadly, you want some facts on WrestleMania. This guy only was a part of 7. Wrestling at 6 of them. He wrestled at 6 of them, but he did appear at WrestleMania 7. So I guess you could say he's part of 7 of them. But my God, WrestleMania 7, he could not do much. He was on crutches. He was outside the ring, I think, for the big boss man, or in his corner to support him, I believe. So, Andre might have hit somebody. I can't really remember. I think he hit Mr. Perfect with his crutch or something. That's the most he could do. By the way, don't look up Andre the Giant's last match. It was, I believe, in Mexico. It was sad to watch because I watched it. You want more facts? Hulk Hogan main evented the first 9 WrestleManias. Every star, just about, not every star, but almost, I would say every major superstar in wrestling has appeared on a WrestleMania, even Sting. But some guys have not, that I can think of. Magnum TA never did. Nikita Koloff never did. Rock and Roll Express, I believe they did. WrestleMania 14 pre-show. They were in a battle royal. Or maybe that was the main show. I think it was the main show. WrestleMania 14 Tag Team Battle Royal. If I watch that back, I believe the Rock and Roll Express were in it. But other guys that were not a part of WrestleMania. Midnight Express were never a part of it. But Jim Cornette was. So back to my, let's start the fantasy booking of WrestleMania 39. Austin Theory in a non-title matchup takes on John Cena. Night 1. Cena wins. But it's non-title. So that's how I book Cena Theory. Non-title matchup, because we all know Cena is not staying around. The guy's a busy man, probably has a ton of movie offers. Also, he's a peacemaker. He has to shoot, or maybe he has to shoot and finish the rest of Peacemaker season 2. By the way, I thought Peacemaker Season 1 was absolutely incredible, brilliant, just great TV. Great comic book character made into a TV show. And my God, I cannot see anybody else on the planet that could have played Peacemaker better than John Cena did. The guy was hilarious and damn good actor. So, Theory loses to Cena. Up next, night number... I'll just say this is night 1. Charlotte Flair defends a SmackDown Women's title against, I would ever go against her real opponent, Rhea Ripley. Rhea wins, is the new SmackDown Women's champ. Let's go to the Raw Women's title. Again, it's a real matchup, because that's all I could think about. There's like no other women on the roster except Bayley or Becky that I can think of that could challenge for a title at WrestleMania. The best they got, Charlotte, Rhea, Asuka, Bianca. That's for the best. They put them together. That's awesome. That's why I put them together. To face off. Bianca Belair, Asuka, but this is a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. And before it, Asuka has announced that if I lose, I am done. I will retire from WWE. And I retire from wrestling if I can't win the title. So Bianca gets the first fall, but fall 2 and 3 go to Asuka. Asuka wins 2 falls to 1. Asuka's your new Raw Women's Champion after WrestleMania. As Rhea Ripley is your new SmackDown Women's Champ on SmackDown on Fox. So, let's see here. Night number 1. Let's just say, I'll save that for night number 2 because I already have 2 women's title matches on night number 1. So, let's go with, for night number 1... I'm checking all the matches I booked to see if I wrote down for which night. Some of them I did and some I did not. So let's just go with night number 1, Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins I was going to book. Rollins against, not Logan Paul, but in a 4-way, I was going to book Seth versus Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul versus Sheamus for a future world title shot. I'm not booking it anymore. Seth Rollins, one-on-one against the debuting in the WWE, making his WrestleMania debut. Seth Rollins against the debuting Jay White. I think that would be a great, incredible matchup. Hell of a match. Rollins, one of the best in the world right now, and Jay White, also a hell of a wrestler. I don't know if he's the best. I haven't seen enough Jay White matches to say I think the guy's one of the best. Because I don't know if he is. But I've seen Rollins in every fucking match he's had in WWE. He's one of the best in the business today, world champ or not. He's one of the best wrestlers. Seth Rollins, Jay White. Jay White wins. He's got to. It's his WrestleMania debut. So, that's night number 1. So the main event of night number 1 is for one of Roman's titles. Not both. One of them. Universal Championship. Main event for night number 1 for the Universal title. Actually, it's not for Roman's title because he's not champion anymore. It's Sami Zayn. Universal Champion against Cody Rhodes against Roman. In the night 1 main event, Cody, Sami, Roman for the Universal title. I'm just kidding. It's not a triple threat. Night 1 main event for the Universal title. Roman, the champ, defending against Sami Zayn. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa in a fatal 5-way. Fatal 5-way. The Bloodline, every man for himself. All of the Bloodline and Sami Zayn. Every man for himself to become Universal Champion. Sami Zayn wins. Pulls a hell of an upset. Sami Zayn's your Universal Champion. What a WrestleMania moment that would be. He wouldn't have to hold on to it long. Just give him the damn title at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn, Universal Champion, wins it in a fatal 5-way against the Bloodline. I could see just in my head of the finish. Jey Uso accidentally super kicks, or maybe on purpose, super kicks Roman, knocks him out. Sami covers Roman for the 1, 2, 3. Jey doesn't care about the title. He walks out. And the Bloodline's over. So that's night number 1. Let's go to night 2. Night 2 of WrestleMania. Night 2 starts off with a women's 6-woman tag Damage Control against Becky, Lita, and Trish. Becky, Lita, and Trish lose. I would put over Damage Control. They need a win as a faction. Because them in tag teams and Bayley in singles, they're always losing. So Damage Control defeats Becky and the Hall of Famers, Lita and Trish. A Scramble Survivor Elimination match. Remember in NXT? I think it's called Survivor Eliminator Challenge or something, but whatever. It's a Scramble Survivor matchup. The same rules as NXT had last December. So the Scrambler Survivor matchup, or Survivor Eliminator, whatever they called it. Shotzi's in it. Shotzi, Emma, Zelina Vega, Scarlett, Lacey Evans, Natalya, Liv Morgan, and Raquel. So here's the order. Out first, I would have Zelina Vega starts the match. She's eliminated. She starts it, but Zelina's out first. Put in the penalty box. Emma's out and eliminated second. But it doesn't matter how many times you get eliminated. It matters how many falls you have on your opponents, I believe. So, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter who's pinned or whatever. Anyways, Liv Morgan wins the Survivor Eliminator Challenge. Liv Morgan wins, gets a future women's title shot at a premium live event for winning. Liv won the match with 3 falls, more than anybody else. Again, all the women I had in the Survivor, Scrambler, whatever the hell they called it. I'm calling it the Scrambler Survivor Eliminator Challenge. These are all the women. Emma, Zelina, Scarlett, Shotzi, Liv, Natalya, Lacey Evans, Raquel, Rodriguez. Nikki Cross, too. She deserves to be in there. Dana Brooke, I don't care about her. Nothing against her. I just wouldn't put her on a WrestleMania. Liv wins, gets a future title shot at a premium live event of her choice. So night 2 continues with... So that's the second women's match of night 2. Do I have more? I don't think so. So the 2 nights I booked 4 4 women's matches. I tried to get all the women on the show except for Dana Brooke. Poor Dana Brooke. I don't even care to fantasy book you. And I'm not sorry about that. Nikki Cross. I would. They're not on the main roster, but I would also put Indy Hartwell and Zoe Stark in it. But they're not a part of the main roster. Again, Liv Morgan wins the Survivor Eliminator Challenge. Continuing with night 2. We got, the tag title. Well, not the tag titles, but this is not for the tag titles. I got no tag title match at WrestleMania 39. This is a 6-man tag. The Bloodline, Roman, Solo, and Jimmy. So Roman, not Rolo. Roman's going to wrestle twice on night 2. He already wrestled night 1 and lost the Universal title. Roman, Solo, and Jimmy team up what's left of the Bloodline to take on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso in a 6-man tag. Sami, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens win. Now let's go to the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther defends against Brock Lesnar. Gunther wins. That'd be a big, big win for him. Gunther is still your Intercontinental Champ. Now we have, let's go to tag matchup. Or handicapped tag match. We got Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business back together. Taking on Bray Wyatt and his Firefly Funhouse of friends and Uncle Howdy. Bray and his Firefly Funhouse characters and Uncle Howdy win. Defeat the Hurt Business and Bobby Lashley. U.S. title gauntlet open challenge. Austin Theory's defending the U.S. title. He says anybody on the roster, you can join them. Gauntlet open challenge. Out first is Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Gargano's out first. He takes a L. He loses. Out next is Bronson Reed. Personally, I love Bronson Reed. I think that guy's a future champion. But Bronson Reed takes a L. Loses to Austin Theory. Out third in the gauntlet, Dexter Lumis. He's out next. He loses. The final competitor in the U.S. title open challenge. It's a mystery. None of the fans know. But my God, you get a huge pop. Out fourth. The final wrestler. Will he beat Austin Theory for the U.S. title? Out fourth is Montez Ford. Holy shit, he'd get a huge pop. And Montez Ford wins the gauntlet and the open challenge. Montez Ford, your new U.S. champ, defeats Theory with a frog splash. Up next, let's go with Seth Rollins. Why not? I love the guy. He works the second night of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins in a triple threat against Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. Winner gets a future world title shot. Seth freaking Rollins wins. He gets a future world title shot at any premium live event or at WrestleMania Backlash, the next big event. Main event time for night number 2. Or before the main event, I don't want to skip over this matchup. I fantasy booked. It will probably happen in real life. It should. At the real WrestleMania, not fantasy. Rey Mysterio takes on his son Dominic. Rey Mysterio wins. Now the main event of night number 2. Main event for the WWE Championship. The only title Roman has left. Roman defends the WWE title against Cody Rhodes. Cody wins is your new WWE champion. Roman takes time off. The guy deserves to have time off, even though he's part-time. He's worked the Rumble, he worked Elimination Chamber. He deserves time off, so have Cody be your new WWE champion. Sammy, your new Universal champion. Roman's going to take off, I don't know. He'll be back at SummerSlam. He's going to take a few months off. Hope you enjoyed my WrestleMania 39 fantasy booking show. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye for now, everybody.